So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. 3-9.
A first down carry for Barkley. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Let's go,
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
12 yards yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's now 3rd and 9.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Giants 3, Cowboys 0.
Set. 19. Watch twist. Alert. 55. Off. 55. I got one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Tavon Austin. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That 1st series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 64 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. From the 38, Jackson. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On second down now. Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
First down, Dallas.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this one to his running back, Wayne Gallman. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go. Let's go.
On first down, Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. 29.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Then he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Come on.
This time Jackson will throw it. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing again on second down. Watson flushed out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
55 is my guy, 55. I got it.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, baby.
The final shot before the break, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. first down, and it's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Set, ready. 19 on it. 15 on it. Ready, weapon. Get the ball. Check, check, check. Ready, go.
Here's Pollard. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. Ready. 51. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. 6 guys. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Outright completes it to Jarwin. Touchdown, Cowboys! Blake Jarwin,